Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pixelated Pickaxe. I'm Nathan, also known as the Ajax, and I'm here with Winchance. Hello.
Hello.
And we're on a kind of temporary 1.8 server. We did upgrade to 1.8, but before we decided to do a bunch of fancy building, we realized very quickly that the Mojang was going to update Minecraft to 1.9 pretty fast. So we decided, since 1.9 still had a bunch of biome terrain features that needed to implement, such as snow biomes and mushroom biomes, we didn't want to really invest too much in this world before upgrading to 1.9 because we'd have to restart everything. But people did build some cool stuff, so I wanted to show it off before we moved right on to 1.9. But I don't really know what's been going on here, so Winchance is going to give us a tour.
Yep. And to be honest, I've only been on this new map for a while too, so I don't really know what's going on. But I'll try to give you the best of effort and try to show you what's been going on. Hopefully, you guys can make your own interpretations about it. But we're gonna go first take a look at I think this is Sean's building. It was supposed to be a gold pants store. Sadly, there are
Nice.
no gold pants in the building.
Old pants or a lie.
Yep, gold pants are a lie. So you can go take a look up there for yourself.
It looks kind of incomplete, or at
Yeah, a
least
lot
a
of the
little.
stuff on here has been fairly incomplete recently, so I don't know what's been going on, as I said. Probably people have been very busy with school and stuff.
Yeah, and there really have been no rules put in place. There's been no really organization. Just buildings have been popping up, so it's a little haphazard. I haven't been able to be on, so I haven't been able to like pop in and say, "Hey, what's up? What's with this and that?" So, interesting to see how things happen when there's no organization.
Okay, and I think this was the next building that I remember seeing. I guess it was some kind of shack that someone built, and I think it goes down to a mine or something like that. Don't want to go down there, though. I don't know what's down there. But
Right.
I think these are one of the earlier buildings, and that's probably a yurt. These are all yurts. Shark Jaws design. This is another one. We can't get through it. Fines. But same premise. Oh, this one has a nice bookshelf in it. And glass roof. Oh, this is pretty neat.
This is actually kind of a cool building. I like it.
A nice 360 view. Now, I think the next building that started popping up, that the next building was down over here. And I don't know who's been building these buildings because no one is putting their signs on these buildings. So it's whose guess on who's actually building them.
And for reference, for people who actually play on this server, you need to be labeling your buildings because first we want to give you credit where credit is due, and second, actually that's pretty much it. We want to give you credit where credit is due. So just keep that in mind when we upgrade to the new map. I like this
This one
building
has a
though.
nice, yeah, it has a nice patio. I really like it too.
Yeah, I like that clay is a lot more available now because I mean,
Yes.
really, it was way too rare originally. So now people are having some fun with mixing in clay with regular other materials that are available.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a cool building. Looks like someone's starting a mushroom thing here, but they haven't fully grown the mushroom. And the
And
next
again,
building up next. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and again, we don't know who built it because no one's labeled it. So if you know who built it, say in the comments because it is cool, and I would like to be like, hey, so and so built this, good for them. But I don't know because there's no sign.
And well, this one has a sign here. Whose house is this?
This looks like Hazet's house. Best house ever.
Totally.
Awesome.
Now, the next house that was built was mine because I think I was like somewhat recent on coming into the server. I was playing around with a mushroom design that I think Best Tux or Little Brick was playing around with, except I kind of amplified it. I added these wooden inter beams or something like that, kind of like tubular thingies that connect the mushrooms together. So you can go in and take a look if you want. It's a bit
Nice.
cramped, but it works. The building is, as you can kind of tell, kind of has some wood strewn about it because apparently got creeper bombed a couple times. So it's not in the best of condition. So hopefully I can make a better version in the near future.
I would think that if there was a problem with that, when you got creeper bombed, it would just be easier to destroy the whole mushroom and, grow a new one.
Actually, that's a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be the same thing, but they just wouldn't keep growing in the exact same position. And it started to really annoy me, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to put wood in its place. Because you can't get the blocks from the mushrooms when you break it, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It would be nice if you could, like, use shears on the blocks to get the actual
Oh
building
yeah, that'd be
blocks.
nice.
Maybe they'll implement that sometime.
Yeah. This building came up relatively recently. It was one of the later buildings built, and
Nice.
it's nice and cozy in here.
Oh, Gus Griswold, cool. I haven't seen him for a while, so I'm glad he's popping back in.
And this one looks like it has something going down to a mine shaft down there, kind of cramped. But there's a ravine running right through the middle of this town, so we kind of hit the jackpot resource-wise.
Excellent. I like this upper story right here. He's putting good use to being able to put pressure plates on top of fences now, which you can see in NPC villages. I'm sure that's the only reason they implemented that, because they could make decent-looking tables now, finally. And also the good use of the iron bars now. Very cool. I'm liking the new variety in building materials because, like, for instance, they didn't have to give us new stone bricks, and they didn't have to give us what will be happening in the 1.9 update is netherrack
Mm-hmm.
bricks, but it just
Yeah,
expands the building possibilities because there's only so much you can do with wooden planks and cobblestone before they all start to look the same.
yeah, of course. Now, we have an incomplete path here. It runs down, and apparently someone's been building a new building over here. Now, the ravine is... Oh, yeah, here is part of the ravine. The ravine goes down here, underneath here, but someone decided to put water in it, apparently. So, yeah.
Or it may have been creeper bombed. Kind of looks like that.
Yeah. And, hey, look, we got some Endermans doing stuff here.
Thankfully, Notch said that he realized that was a terrible idea and he's nerfing that. I don't know if he's like completely
Yes.
removing that ability, but he's certainly nerfing it.
Now, we got an incomplete building here, and once again, not labeled. But looks like someone was doing some nice work in progress with this.
Yeah, I'm liking the brick and pine tree combination. Again, people are having some fun with using brick now, which is excellent.
Brick is nice. Brick is nice.
It's very nice. Hopefully it doesn't get oversaturated, but I think people are being reasonable with their use of it, which is good.
And we got some lemons over here. Naturally grown lemons.
Sweet. You mean
So this is
melons?
how they can... Yeah, melons! Derp. Derp. Derp.
Lemons! Lemons! Make some
How did
explosive
that...
lemons.
Yeah, how did that get into my mind? I do not know.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are able to find some naturally grown melons. Well, I did learn that it's impossible to find pumpkin seeds in 1.8. It's a mistake, but apparently they were removed from dungeon chests, and you can only get pumpkin seeds from strongholds. And but that should be
Nice.
fixed in 1.9.
And actually, down here in the ravine, there's an abandoned mine shaft and a dungeon
Oh, nice.
that we raided. And apparently, I think Little Brick found another one nearby. So 2 dungeons, I guess that makes it? Or I might be mistaken.
Well, it's a pity we'll have to switch out a new map. I'll, of course, keep this map available for people if they want it. But it was always known it was going to be somewhat temporary.
Yeah, I think people already knew that. Now let's see. Final installment in this entire complex is probably the highway. So as you guys probably haven't seen, but this is going to be a new type of infrastructure setting that we're going to be implementing in the new city when it comes out. So this is technically the very first regional highway that was basically built by me, and people did contribute some dirt to help, and Best Tux and Unilego did help out with the construction a bit later down the highway, and this will take you to Spawn. It's about a half a kilometer away. But I've been trying to do a standardized design for it. It's not completely complete, and I probably won't end up finishing it since 1.9 is just around the corner.
Yeah, and probably by the time this video is released, we'll be already implementing um, this highway on the new server. You should assume, guys, that pretty much when you see the video uploaded, it's already been pretty much old news for maybe a week, even 2 weeks. That's just because it takes a lot of time to edit some of these videos, and now that I have a full-time job, it can be, you know, priorities. It's hard to get everything done. And it looks like I ran out of food because I was sprinting so much. No, I guess tired of sprinting.
Yeah, stop demanding so many videos. Some of us actually have a life outside of Minecraft.
Yes, it's shocking, I know. But I will try to keep a more consistent schedule of uploading every other day. No promises. No week. Not during the weekend though. Just Monday through Friday. But we'll have to see. Sometimes I get a huge amount of videos. Sometimes I have no videos to upload, and sometimes I have plenty of content, but it hasn't been edited or processed yet. So, you know, bare minimum, I try to have one video each week. So
And
clearly this spot was all spawned in, this material.
Yeah, this was definitely spawned in.
And we did that because
iron.
we were just experimenting. You know, this was kind of the throwaway server. Down here, this is the one thing. Yeah, incomplete spawn. It will never be completed because, as the time of this recording, 1.9 is due to be released in a day or two. But yeah, this will probably be similar to what will be on 1.9. This is an idea I've had to get the rules figured out. You follow down this path, and then you kind of just go along here. It's kind of like, I don't know, you move through it, you see each rule on a sign. Maybe it'll work, maybe it will not. Still trying to figure out how to get it all figured out. But yeah, but it will be never finished. Sad. So is that pretty much it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably those were most of the buildings on the server. I don't remember anything else being there. Yeah, most of the things actually I think were spawned in for the most part. Like all the mods just kind of built with the spawn, especially with my bridge here. Like I kind of like the texture of the iron and stuff. And if you look underneath the bridge, it has a small cross truss design underneath it, so give it a more realistic look. But
Oh, nice.
But obviously we'll never get this much iron on the new server, or hopefully we can, but I don't see it being applied to something like this because it's just too impractical. But I like the look of it, so I just decided to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure if we were building, you know, that would be either smooth stone or maybe white wool or something.
Yeah, and then I do like the glass panes though, because now they kind of like it's not just a block, but now it kind of adds this new dimension to the building. Kind of makes it even look more modernized in a sense, and I kind of like that.
Definitely adds a new look, which I like. I'm so glad, because again, it's another thing that didn't have to be added. Glass pane. It's essentially just a really thin glass block, but they're clearly starting to cater to the people who just want more building options, as opposed to stuff that, I mean, they did a bunch of stuff that adjusted gameplay, but they're also doing a lot of stuff that is simply aesthetic now, which is great.
Yep, it's definitely something. But yep, that's pretty much this server. I mean, That's all there is, and hopefully, well, our city is definitely going to be more magnificent. We still don't have canals. Might maybe work on that before we switch over to 1.9. Give a little test feature of that, but probably not. The more I think about it.
Yep, probably, when you guys see this video, we'll be already working on 1.9, and I just, again, wanted to make sure that the people who worked hard on the buildings that were on the server actually got some screen time, because it will probably never be seen again. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Later.